Hi everyone, it's been a while. I'm Jill Huang, the director of Dave the Diver.
Hi everyone, I'm Nolan, a game designer for Dave the Diver.
So the year is almost over. This will probably be the last recording of the year, so we want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Starting from the next update in Dave the Diver, when it's Christmas, New Year, and Halloween in the game timeline, you will notice some decorations added in the game.
We didn't originally include this element in the game because the actual game dates and real-world dates are usually different, but we decided to go ahead and add it in this update because we thought it would add some kind of real-world holiday atmosphere to the game, and we thought everyone might like that.
The content of the update that'll be out on December 15th was revealed a few days ago at the Game Award, which is a collaboration with another Game Award nominees, and that is DREDGE.
Right. So I think everyone can agree that this is a great year for gamers, and probably a terrible year to compete with other games because there were just too many good games released this year. So unfortunately, Dave the Diver didn't actually win, but I think we can say that we feel really proud to be able to stand side by side with so many good games.
So what is your game of the year so far?
I mean, there's a lot of good stuff out there, but as for a game I'm really enjoying this year, RoboCop Rogue City.
Okay, that's unexpected.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. You should try it.
Okay, we'll do.
All right.
And we are aware that there is some controversy over whether Dave the Diver fits into the indie game category, and I understand all the different opinions about this. But we won't focus on what specific category our game fit into, even what genre the game was, and we always focus on making the best game we could. We always have listened to our users and the community out there, and we made all the creative decisions for the game among ourselves. The main content of our first collaboration DLC is what many people have called, along with Dave the Diver, the best fishing game of 2023, DREDGE. Here's a collaboration trailer. Let's check it out.
Wow, that's kind of a different vibe, isn't it? As you know, the atmosphere of Dredge is quite different than our game. So as you can see, we added this new kind of dark and gloomy Dredge feeling to Dave the Diver. Since both games are based on sea gameplay, where catching fish is key, there were a lot of users from the start who were saying, oh, wouldn't it be a good idea for Dave the Diver and Dredge to do something together, collaboration maybe? And also, they uploaded some really cool fan art like this. And since both our development team and the Dredge development team are huge fans of each other's games, we ended up being fortunate enough to have the opportunity to do this. So you will be able to check out the content for yourself when the DLC releases on December 15th.
Those of you who have played Dredge will be familiar with this character. On day when Red Mist covered the Blue Hole, the traveling merchant come to visit Dave. And at the request of this NPC, you will be asked to catch aberrations.
Right. Yeah, so that's what some people might call mutants or mutated fish, but the specific wording in Dredge, actually, like you said, is aberrations or aberrated fish. So they appear on foggy nights, and to catch them, you can actually take the boat and move to the point where the aberrated fish appear. You can actually navigate around the Blue Hole by operating Dave's boat, something you haven't been able to do yourself to this point. Also, you can obtain various items sunken in the sea through Dredge's special unique salvage system.
The highlight of this collaboration is aberrated fish. There are 3 areas in the Blue Hole where you can encounter Dredge's aberrated fish species that vary from region to region. Unlike the more conventional fish in our game, the aberrated fish have unique and diverse attack patterns, so I think you guys will really love this.
So the process for making illustrated fish actually moving around wasn't an easy task, and I think Dredge fans will actually really enjoy seeing these aberrations like actually live and moving around.
Oh, by the way, I got to meet the Dredge developer at the gaming event in Shanghai. And he looked really happy about this collaboration. Here's a picture of us meeting in Shanghai. He was super cool guy and very talented and very inspiring.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
It must have been fun. Also, among the new content is this new weapon called the Drain Gun that you can get in the new DLC. The Drain Gun is a new weapon that utilizes the abilities of one of the aberrated fish. The weapon has a different way of dealing damage to the target fish while also allowing you to replenish your health.
So even though catching the aberrated fish is pretty challenging, unfortunately, regular customers aren't too fond of them. Instead, hooded figures visit Bancho Sushi on Foggy Day to order these fish. These hooded customers have healthy appetites, so it's probably a good idea to catch a good amount of aberrated fish because they continuously order until the restaurant closes. And since regular customers don't eat aberrated fish, it's important to remember to prepare regular fish for both sets of customers.
Right. And remember that aberrated fish actually do spoil after one day, but you don't need to worry too much because since after closing, the traveling merchant comes by to buy all your remaining fish.
Okay, that wraps up our overview of the new Dredge DLC. To play the content, you'll need to install the DLC after its release. Oh, and I forgot to mention the price. It's free.
Awesome.
The recent released Switch version has been performing well, so we wanted to offer this as a gesture of gratitude for the support from our users. Besides Dredge, there are some other fun updates coming to the main game as well. We go through each one.
So the Switch version released on October 26th has been well received by a lot of players, except for one thing that we should mention. So because the Switch is actually now getting up there in age and due to the specifications of the device, for some people the loading times kind of interrupt the flow of the game. But we do think the Switch is still a great platform for Dave, so we want to make this as good of an experience as possible on the Switch. So as of the update release, we'll have improved the loading speed during the game's startup and when transitioning to Bancho Sushi. We made a video comparing the game before and after the improvement, so let's take a look at the video. I believe we've now improved to a point where you can actually enjoy the game relatively comfortably, but we won't stop there. The whole development team will do our best to provide a better experience to everyone.
Among some of the frequent complaints we have received, one was about inconvenience and difficulty of getting around Sea People Village. Some people found it somewhat cumbersome to move around, and we were worried that this might make the Sea People Village less fun to be in. So we made improvement to this. Now when you call the Beluga taxi once, you can continuously use it for that session. Even if you enter a building, the taxi will wait outside, and when you disembark, the Beluga will be waiting for you in the same spot. You can seamlessly continue to use Beluga without being additionally charged in the game throughout the session, making it more convenient to get around the Sea People Village. We hope you guys like this new change and can have more fun in the Sea People Village. We have also made some other minor improvements besides the ones that we mentioned. Let's go through them.
So some text on the Switch screen were actually too small, so we've adjusted the UI here and there so that where we could make the UI more readable. And we will keep making tweaks where we can to improve the readability. And we've also added controller rumble to certain movements during sequences or actions where we thought it might make the gameplay feel a little bit more immersive.
And some new dishes and everyday cook stuff feed have been added.
So there was a report that during the celebration animation after carving a large fish, if Dave was in the middle of like a thumbs up animation and then got attacked, he wouldn't be able to get out of it. So in order to make sure that we don't make a bunch of players angry, we've improved it so that if you're hit during the celebration animation where he's doing this, you can cancel the animation and then resume control while the animation plays. There are various other bug fixes and improvements as well, so we hope this improves the experience for everyone out there.
That's about it for today. This is our first piece of crossover content. We really had fun making it, so we hope you guys enjoy too. We will keep looking out for more fun crossover to do in the future.
Oh right, and on the day the content is uploaded, on December 15th, the bundle package for Dredge and Dave the Diver will also be available for sale. So those who haven't purchased Dave the Diver, maybe consider getting the package.
We really had a great year thanks to you guys, so thank you once again for all the support. It's been an exciting year, not just for us, but to see so many great games. So we hope everyone has a wonderful time during the holidays.
Bye guys.
Bye.